ang Best Public Affairs Program. And the star goes to Open for Business Net 25.
It is a signal to the world that we are open for business.
We are now open for business. This is Cesar Vallejos bringing you yet another episode to guide you in discovering your passion and growing your business as we learn from experts in the field. Sama-sama tayong matuto sa isa na namang makabuluhang usapan tungo sa pagpapaunlad ng inyong negosyo. Ang Open for Business ay mapapanood nyo rin sa Facebook, sa YouTube. Siguraduhin mag-like at mag-subscribe sa aming social media page at Net25TV. Alamin natin, suriin mula sa mga negosyante, thought leaders at mga personalidad sa iba't ibang larangan ang mga strategies, trends at mahalagang karanasan sa pagninegosyo dahil tayo ay open for business. In today's fast-paced and ever-evolving world, people crave more than just products or services. They also yearn for meaningful and memorable experiences. This desire has given rise to what is known as the experience economy, a transformative concept that has reshaped industries and captivated consumers worldwide. We will speak to the top honchos of the Nextperience Group to discuss their innovative and eye-candy enterprises that push the experience economy as the next big thing.
This portion is
dumating ang taong masasabi mong tunay na kaibigan.
Yep! At kapag siya'y natagpuan na, huwag mo nang pakawalan.
Ang tunay na kaibigan, laging nandyan kahit kailan.
Handang gawin ang lahat. Maging happy ka lang.
Gagawin ang April Song! Para sa'yo, para sa pamilya, at para sa bayan.
Tulad na lang ng inyong mga bagong kaibigan.
Tuwing umaga,
Love!
Tudipet!
And everything!
Lunes hanggang Biyernes,
6:30 ng umaga
sa Net 25! Let's not get there!
Kilalanin ang mga muka sa likod ng mga balita. Aalamin totoong pagkatao. Uungkatin mga natatagong kwento.
Lahat ng katangian para hindi ako iboto, nasa akin na po.
When you heard what happened to your son, ano po ba naging reaction niyo?
Kasama si Attorney Sal Panelo sa Counterpoint tuwing Miyerkules alas 10:30 ng gabi dito sa Net 25.
This is a hard show. Alam ko maraming nakakalkal sa akin pero hindi ko akalain ito kakalkalin niyo.
Nagbabalik ang Lutong Daza dito sa Net25. Ako si Sandy Daza.
At ako naman si Patty Daza, and we are the Cooking Cousins. Asahan nyo ang mas nakakatakam na mga recipes, mas malakas na halakhakan,
At tawag ko rito put-put eh.
at syempre mga celebrity guests na game na game.
Express the boy din. Galing.
Kita-kits sa kusina. Lutong Daza, Saturdays, 11 a.m. sa Net 25.
must have been populated by some really interesting and fun-looking places that families are enjoying, whether a whimsical travel destination, quirky restaurants or cafes, picturesque outdoor area, etc. Younger entrepreneurs are capitalizing on experiences to attract customers for enjoyable moments and lasting memories. This is known as the fourth economic offering, the experience economy. Case in point, the Desert Museum, Bake Bee, Gootopia, and Inflatable Island Beach Club under the umbrella of the Nextperience Group's innovative businesses that help in unleashing the inner child through playful encounters. And to thrill us more, we are joined by NIKKO Joseph Ke, CEO, and REGINE TECSON-QUE, the CFO of the Nextperience Group. Welcome to Open for Business. How are you?
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us, Sir Caesar.
The introduction, I was mentioning a lot of these experiences, lalo na kasi sa mga kaidaran natin na millennials, hindi ba?
Yes.
So especially with the millennials, this is also the group that they say are the ones who love experiences. They even, although I think based on the latest data, marami na rin nag-i-invest sa kanila. Pero bago sila mag-invest, gusto nila mas mahalaga sa kanila yung experiences. So ladies first, ano ba yung pag yung experience economy or experience? And this is also embedded in the name of your group. So why experience?
Kasi kami, we're the millennials. So, kung ano yung gusto namin mga na-experience, because sometimes restaurants are just there, so nabobore. Where do you go? Cinemas, parang usual na. So, ano yung thing na pwedeng maka-excite sa amin? So, yun yung ino-offer namin. So, parang tinetest namin yung business namin on us.
Okay, wow. What's your take on that?
For me naman, on the business side of things, especially we just went through a pandemic. Everyone's really having this, kumbaga, gusto kong makalabas. So we really try to cater for that want. Even kami, before we would used to travel, those are the things we look for in other countries. Pero it comes to a point, bakit may kulang tayo dito in the Philippines? Aren't we the social media capital of the world?
Correct.
So parang dapat talaga madala natin tong mga very unique experiences here and kumbaga really give it to the Pinoys. Kasi talagang tayo magpo-post dyan eh. I am still alive, I'm a Filipino. There's more than what they usually know about the Philippines. So I really think it's about time na we compete with them on the global scale.
Perfect. Nice to hear that. Now, this one is something big. It's the next big thing. But ito ba binalak nyo prior to the pandemic pa? Kasi di ba parang there were a lot of business plans in the past, di ba, for the last 3 years. Pero na-stop because of the pandemic. When was this plan? Or parang ito ba you wanted to launch maybe 2-3 years ago but because of the pandemic, you just started ulit ngayon?
Actually, our first big business was 2017. And then, after niya maging successful, the year after, nagtayo kami ulit. So, parang ang trend namin is every year meron kaming tinatayo. Whichever yung tingin namin na yung in ngayon or tingin namin wala pang nag-o-offer. So, yun yung ginagawa naming next project.
I see. So, Nico, 2017 pa?
Yes.
You love to travel and di ba parang when we go to Singapore, to even our neighboring countries, di ba? Singapore, Japan, Hong Kong, ayan talagang andyan yung sila nga, pagbaba mo pa lang sa airport pa lang, experience na yon sa kanila, di ba? Doon pa lang sa, going to the baggage claim, somehow, there's a lot of pop-ups there already. Ano yung inspiration?
For us talaga, when it came, even before the pandemic, no one expected the pandemic. So even before then, parang there's really that, you can really see it in the market eh. Parang nakukulangan na ng gagawin yung mga people. It's always the usual spots, we go to a park na ganyan. Pero wala talagang nag-o-offer na ano yung ako mismo. I will pay actual money to have an experience and really get to share to my network of friends na parang I'm doing something new today, not the usual. That's what we noticed eh. people were getting bored. You can't just make restaurant na restaurant lang. Everyone started looking for that other thing. And we saw that. Yung mga nag-viral sa Instagram, which we are very present in the social media space talaga. So we wanted to create parang specialty boutiques. Na parang if I go there, not only will I get to eat or drink, pero I will have a memorable experience I can share. Kasi yun nga, again, Filipinos, napakahilig natin mag-share and mag-post. So yun talaga yung pinaka-nag-drive sa parang ito yung kulang. We need venue for creators to be able to share experiences. So we really focused on that. Sunod-sunod, nothing of the same kind. Lagi bagong experience dapat para at least we're unique to the world.
I'm sure there's data, you mine data from a lot of sources and realize what experience they like. And that's what we noticed with television as well, di ba? Parang they will no longer watch the whole 30, 45 minutes, di ba? But they would watch the shorter ones, di ba? Saan nyo nakukuha yung data na yon? And may ano rin ba dyan? May R&D rin ba dyan na ginagawa? Or are there FGDs also that you conduct?
Yes, actually, we do a lot of data gathering from social media. Of course, what do people share? Ano ba yung nagte-trend ngayon? Like, there was a time, it was near the pandemic, everyone was making slime. So parang ito yung trending ngayon sa Instagram. How do we find the business in that? You create an entire lab kung saan makagawa ka ng pili ka ng color. So you add a little bit of, ito. People will pay for it if they have the stage to do it. So we get what's trending and we try to turn it into parang, how do you 100x that? Gumagawa ng slime tong mga bata. How do we make a business out of it?
So, kaya
yun yung
meron
trend.
kayong slime, what's this?
Gutopia.
Oh, okay, the
Yes.
Utopia. Okay, now, similar to my question there, Regine, you're young, millennial, you're beautiful. Nakikita namin sa ganyan, di ba? Parang mga OOTD, yun, forma, different angles, yun. Is this also the kind of, like Nikko shared, di ba parang everyone loves to share, everyone loves to be seen and do new things. So, in your case, lalo na sa mga babae, di ba, nakikita natin parang the trends, that's why a lot of, YouTubers are richer and are more popular than today's bigger TV and film stars. So what's your take on that, Regine? On your insight on women parading their looks, their accessories, their experiences in different areas. Is that also the trend that you're seeing?
Yeah. For example, ako, I get bored. Tapos parang, date na tayo. Punta tayo dito para makapag-picture tayo, ma-post natin. Para lang, out of our cave today. So, just like that. Tapos parang, kung girl ka, di ba nung pandemic, parang may makeup ka, tapos magpo-post ka sa loob lang ng bahay. So parang ngayon, parang bumabawi.
Yun. So parang tama yun. Kasi parang there's revenge traveling nga, sabi nila, and revenge shopping. So everyone's taking revenge these days. So, madali ba magsawa ang millennial? Madali ba magsawa ang siyempre sa mga kaidaran namin ni Direk tsaka ni Mads, medyo kami okay na kami dyan, hindi na kami masyadong okay na yan. Pero pag yung kinakain namin, yun na lang din yun. Kayo ba, ganun ba yun? Madali magsawa ang mga kabataan ngayon?
Actually, yes. Mabilis magsawa in terms of parang gusto mo siya for now, tapos parang may flavor of the quarter ka or something. But then again, babalik ka rin after some time. For me, parang for example, ngayong mga yogurt ngayon, di ba bumalik sila?
Yeah.
So parang 2 years, 3 years ago, wala na. Tapos ngayon ulit, may resurfacing of yogurts, ganyan. So just like that, sa amin, sa business din, parang ginagawa na lang namin. Ito muna, tapos mag-change kami ng konti, magre-renovate kami every now and then. Pero parang ganun pa rin yung team.
Wow, interesting. On the business perspective, Nikko, syempre, to engage in something immersive and engaging and provide unique experiences, medyo hindi rin mahirap yun, di ba? Kumbaga parang itatap mo yung gusto ng market, either babaguhin mo, dadagdagan mo yung variety mo or experiences mo. Isn't that too taxing or too high an investment for entrepreneurs like you?
Ako, I believe na there's always opportunity on what is lacking currently. Right now, we really see na we're in an attention economy. With the availability of all this data and internet, talagang usually nalulunod ka na with information eh.
Tama.
So, we believe in this na parang we are coming into an age and time na everyone's being parang a freelancer. It's all about content.
Tama.
So, nakikita namin yung value na parang eventually, once people start parang detaching from these big brands and start to create a brand for themselves as an
Right.
individual.
Right.
Uso yan, lalo na ng pandemic, ang dami nagbibenta ng mga pandesal and stuff like that. It's the same thing with data consumption. How will you as an individual stand out with your content?
Right.
So we're really banking on that end na parang here what we're creating is a stage for you. Kung ano man yung brand mo, whatever your content is, you can do it here because you can attract the people. Again nga, we're in the attention economy. Paano ako mapapansin? Parang yung voice ko yung pakikinggan over all the other voices. So we're trying to come up ngayon, Gutupi, that's for kids. Bakeby para sa mga nagde-date. Separately from what usually, pag gagawa ka ng theme park, lahat nandun na, diba? It's so hard to manage your schedule and everything else. So we really tried hyper-localizing content. Na if you are into baking, dito ka. Gusto mo pang date, dito ka. Pang picture with the entire family, dito ka. So, as
All
much as
in
possible.
one compound.
No, different.
Different areas.
Yes.
So yun
talagang-
pagkakaiba mo sa theme park.
Yun yung
sa theme
pagkakaiba
park,
na.
parang
Yeah.
andun na sila lahat. So ikaw, different areas yun.
Yes, kasi usually now, if you go to a theme park, that's gonna take your entire day. Just to
Exactly.
enjoy all of the rides.
Or you have to go back the following day pa.
Yes.
Diba?
Kung gusto ko date lang, I want to fill up 3 hours para makapag-date na kami, makapag-bonding na after. So gumagawa kami ng specialized locations for that. So parang doon natin sasaluhin. It's so hard to compete nowadays with theme parks. Imagine the budget it takes and kumbaga the maintenance of something that big. So we're starting small. Na hopefully makagawa rin kami ng theme park level. Pero right now we're really specializing on ano ba yung kailangan ng iba't ibang communities here in the Philippines.
Wow, interesting. Interesting. This one, Regine, is nice. Sabi dito, it is quite unique to tap on the inner children among adults by having giant playground for them. In fact, it very much answers to the millennial motto. Alam na alam mo yun, Regine. How did you identify opportunity or market gap that led you to start these fun concepts under the Nextperience Group? So kasi iniisip nyo rin, hindi lang bata, diba? Pati mga matatanda. So, ano yung ang market nyo ba, katulad nga ng sinabi ni Nikko, hindi lang bata, pati yung isip bata, saka yung medyo matanda na talaga.
Yeah. Yung first, nag-start kami with inflatable island. So, that's in Subic.
Okay.
So, yung, kasi mahilig kami
So pag inflatable islands, pwede lahat yon, di ba?
Yeah. So, family, mahilig kasi kami mag-swimming, ganyan.
Okay.
So, ano ba yung nagagawa sa beach? Meron naboboard. Medyo naboboard na kami. So, after that, naisip naman namin, ang layo ng inflatable, so we can cater to everyone. So, what if maglagay tayo ng business sa Manila, tapos for family din. So, that's when Dessert Museum came about. Tapos, after naman yan, so ang napansin naman namin, ang nag-e-enjoy is more on yung mga millennials, may mga donut room, rainbow room, cotton candy room. So, we give free desserts. Dessert Museum is inside the mall. In
Okay.
Pasay, MOA.
So meaning talaga you can actually
Yeah.
taste all the flavors there.
Yeah, you can go and you
And
can
which
taste.
brands are these desserts?
Brand? We make it ourselves.
Oh, I see. Oo.
Para siyang maze actually. You start off with a
parang
giant
8 rooms
donut.
filled with dessert themed na designs, ganyan. So,
That's good for people who would love desserts talaga, di ba?
and pictures. It's very photogenic, our place.
I see. I'll go back to you, Nikko. Maganda yung sinabi mo about attention experience. So, iba din yun, di ba? And then another term which you introduced, hyper-localized. These are already marketing strategies, di ba? Parang we are in the attention experience. So, what is it in your experience? How do you get attention? So ngayon ba ay nasa kulay ba yan to get attention? Nasa laki ba yan? Is it the size? Like the Philippine Arena? Or is it the color? Or is it the uniqueness of the story? Like Monday first screening?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it? How do you get attention?
For me, I really think it's all about how curated you can make an experience be. Parang how unique, how will you stand out? Kasi nowadays, everyone is bored. Again nga, with all of this information, everything is already available and meron pa yung mga 4 kinds of it. So right now, I really think if you have something to offer na very unique, na parang hindi ko pa nagagawa yan sa TV ko lang nakikita yan if that is something na you can provide to the public, to the everyday one, na parang, wow, dati nung bata ako, pinapanood ko lang yung game show na may slime mahuhulog sa akin, kasama ko family ko. What we're doing is, why don't we come up with a business where they can do that? Hindi mo kailangan sumali sa contest, manalo, matalo. You have to go in, kasama mga kapatid mo, play a game, get slimed. So where else can you do that? Dati you have a entire set, meron ka pang gumagawa ng mga ganun stuff. Pero ito, pupunta ka lang sa isang store, paglabas mo, you have a full-on experience, you have a shirt, I got slimed, yung mga ganung experiences. So I think as long as you have something unique, everyone will notice because everyone is bored.
With these kinds of experiences, syempre ang mga millennials, ang mga bata, ang mga parents din, yung iba talagang nag-iipon para dyan. Yung iba naman, the super rich or 'di ba, parang okay, they really save for annual trips abroad, 'di ba? Paano nyo pinoposition itong businesses ninyo na ito ba ay affordable ba sa middle class? What's your target market in terms of socioeconomic class?
Our target market is B, C.
So okay din. Parang pangmasa din. So, ibig sabihin, affordable din. Kasi middle class din yun, di ba?
Yeah.
But when you say B, medyo upper na yun. Medyo pricey na yun ng konti.
So, it's around mga 699 to 899.
Anong makukuha mo doon? So, parang you get the experience of a lifetime. Parang ganyan. Pero ang tanong ko naman, Nikko, halimbawa, di ba parang sabihin nila, okay, di ba kino-curate din yung experience? Di ba? When you go to a museum, for example, di ba? Parang sabi mo nga, you have to study the efforts, you have to study the interest, and then from time to time, you change it. Ito ba, Dessert Museum, Inflatable, Bake Bee, Gootopia, parang masasabi nyo na ba na, Nextperience lang ang meron yan? How unique are these concepts? Can you say that these are unique experiences, and how do you compete, di ba, in the growing market for amusement parks? Kasi may mga, alam mo na, may mga nakita din tayo na iba. Pero how unique is it in your industry?
I see. On the side of the Nextperience Group, we really try to make a habit na we made Dessert Museum. We cannot create another museum tapos iba lang yung theme. As in, it's not about the design. What we really try to focus is ano yung bagong experience na mabibigay. Because we see a lot of this na parang we would do something and then parang a smaller versions of it would start popping out. Pero it's pretty much the same thing, iniba mo lang yung theme. Ang mangyayari niyan is parang magiging saturated masyado yung market So that's one of the things we really try to avoid. If nagawa na natin yan, yung Gootopia experience, for example, the next concept, it has to be completely unique. So parang dun tayo makikilala as the Nextperience Group. We're not doing the same thing, iba-iba lang yung theme. New experience every time. So hindi siya necessarily museum palagi or beach theme park palagi. Talagang we try to do the variety game.
As I see it, that's also a huge task. Kasi parang siyempre, nagma-market research ka dyan kung sino-sino mga kinakausap mo, bata, matanda, from A, B, C, even D, E, di ba? To connect with them. And yung pagpili nyo ng areas, Regine, critical din ba yun? Kunyari, sabi mo, you went to dati Subic, malayo. Critical din ba yun, yung pagpili nyo ng area?
Yeah. Number 1 kasi, yung foot traffic, yun. Tas yung location, yung accessibility, dapat yun talaga kinoconsider na namin. Parang, kunwari, kahit marami na na murang location, murang rent yung location. Pero tingin namin, wala namang pupunta dyan because it's hard to go there. Or yung hindi siya pang family or hindi siya pang target market namin. Doon talaga, importante yung location.
And do you have plans of expansion? Like, kunyari, sige, I'm sure, kasi with the other CEO, millennials like you who are driving, business already, mas malikot ang isip nila, di ba? Parang, sige, kayang ilo-launch natin month or next quarter.
Correct.
But ano yun? Parang how do you plan it? How often are you bored that you create another one?
Actually, yun nga, like what Regine said a while ago, we try to do a new concept every year. Pero right now, especially nag-start na makabawi from the pandemic, now we're focusing on, okay, there's enough brands already. Parang pa-franchise na natin. Parang that would be the next level. Parang hindi naman, Dessert Museum is only one place, it's in MOA. Paano naman yung mga brothers natin from the south? Sisters from the north? So we started to open this parang franchising model at the same time, still coming up with new concepts every year. Like for next month, we have a new concept coming out, more on the adult na. Pero imagine mo, dito may mga batting cages, crazy golf, all at the same time. Very experiential, very neon nirvana when it comes to the lights. So again, something explosive again for the Pinoys.
Wow, interesting. The way you say it now, parang it makes me want, to go to these places. All of us, di ba, parang we go to different countries, di ba? Parang is there like say a bit of information or something that you have seen in some place? Parang kumbaga ano yung favorite na lugar mo sa ibang bansa na parang ay maganda ito sa Pilipinas Parang ganun. May adapt nga dito sa Pilipinas.
That's what we do. Pupunta kami sa ibang bansa. Tapos, uy, maganda to pero let's modify. Parang hindi naman kasi maganda kung gayahin.
Yeah.
Usually, yung mga taste ng Filipinos, may sarili tayo. So, i-adapt namin siya dito.
Tama, sa kultura natin.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, ganun. So, we do that.
I'm sure with the way you serve now the customers, what's so far the feedback that you are getting from Filipinos? Parang gusto ba nila? The reason why you are going this franchising model is that you now wanted to somehow give it to the other provinces, areas. And that's good for you also because franchising is also challenging because you have to maintain a specific quality, di ba, from the mother brand. Yun ba yung feedback nyo na kunyari, yung gusto rin ba na experience ng mga taga Luzon, yun din ba kaya yung sa Visayas and Mindanao?
Yes naman kasi, especially when we talk about mga provinces, usually to have an experience like that, they have to go all the way to Metro Manila pa. Parang, yes, there are malls already there, mga cafes na Instagrammable, sumisikat na, pero there is still that lack of, ang maganda kasi is what we do with the price point. It's not cheap enough na para anyone can go, can just walk in and go. Parang, we still want that standard na parang, if I go there and I take a selfie, I am representing myself. Na parang, uy, nakalabas ako today. I was able to go to a museum, get into the arts. So parang, yung hassle na yun to go all the way to Metro Manila to do that. So, ibig sabihin, there is this, kumbaga meron tayong gutom na mga provinces here in the Philippines na cannot put the trip on top of the entrance fee. So with this franchise model, you can do that in your town. And ikaw pa lang yung may ganon. It's a very young industry, this experiential space. And that I can tell, we already do our research. Sino ba yung mga usual rivals namin. Pero really, right now, yun yung hinaharap ng lahat and yet konti pa lang yung gumagawa.
Anong areas ang medyo nagbigay ng fillers sa inyo, halimbawa?
Visayas and Mindanao.
Yeah.
There's actually a demand. Parang if tinignan mo yung TikTok namin, you'd see, sana dito rin kayo sa province namin, yung mga ganyan. But the thing, we want to, but the thing is, it's hard to manage it, especially if it's part, as we're already swamped here with the businesses. Ayaw naman namin expand, tas mapapabayaan.
So franchising model talaga is the best way to go. Okay. Now, speaking of business and as CFO, you are very young, you're investing, you're CFO. What are your considerations, Regine? And how do you feel as a young CFO na there are a lot of businesses, no? Pwede naman hindi experience, pwede ka na mag-stick lang sa food, pwede ka naman fashion, or ka naman cosmetics. Why this? Maybe you were influenced by NIKKO or other people, but why are you investing your money into amusement parks or theme parks or theme-like parks like this?
Personally, experiential, habang bata kami, yung ideas namin pwede pa mag-come to life. So since bata ka pa, marami ka pang naisip, nakaka-relate ka pa sa market. Of course, I will dwell into the food or yung mga mas business when I'm older. Pero right now, parang max it out.
Oh, kumaga what you like.
Yeah,
parang at the moment talaga, di ba?
parang,
ATM.
right na wala pang
Grabe
limit
to.
yung imaginations namin eh.
wow.
So, execute.
We are the market
Yeah.
in a way.
I'm impressed. Na. In case of Bakebee, how important is the option of SLP, Smooth Love, Potion, crypto payment? O tulad niyan, gumagamit pa ng crypto. This is also something new for millennials, for, crypto naman ang pambayad. So, paano to? Ito ba, maiintindihan pa ba namin to? Baka mamaya mag-Bakebee kami, hindi na kami makalabas. Ano bang mangyayari dito?
Actually, during the pandemic, so it's all over the news, SLPs. So sabi namin, uy, since yung mga tao parang ang dami nila SLP, edi tapos sobrang nagva-viral siya. So gamitin natin siya parang not necessarily as the currency, but pwede siya pang marketing para, parang cool nitong brand na to alam nila agad yung SLP, mabilis nila.
So, perang pangbayad mo, parang
Yeah.
ganun. O kaya may makukuha kang reward.
Yeah, parang
naiintindihan ko yung direct.
Tapos parang makikita ng mga tao na innovative kami. Parang barter system na hindi yung usual. Kasi nung pandemic, anything goes na eh.
That's true.
Okay, interesting. How do you manage and forecast cash flow for a business like this, considering the potential seasonality or fluctuations in demand? Kasi di ba, iba-ibang months, iba-ibang demand yan. Kunyari, maaring malakas pag summer kasi bakasyon. Parang ano yung tinitingnan mo in terms of cash flow, in terms of trying to make sure na nare-recover mo din yung investment ninyo?
So we do it like ants. So,
Dami ko natututunan dito. I'm in the wrong business, Okay, what do ants do?
They save food for rain days, right? So, ganun din kami. So, pag good days namin, minamaximize namin. Tapos, pag yung yung mga off-peak na, so, nagre-reduce kami ng cost, number one. So, yung mga employees, if pwede mag-work from home para reduce yung cost ng offices. Tapos, baka pwede kami may promos or mag-ganyan. So, yun yung mga ginagawa namin. Or we offer services na hindi namin usually ino-offer if we're on peak season.
Wow, interesting. So it's really a good combination of different strategies, diba? Okay, Nico, ito naman, I think you responded to this, yung competitive market, diba? Alam natin na parang with experiences, when you go to a mall, technically, even if you brand your place as an experience store, when you go to a store that offers technologies, there is also experience. So how do you compete with the same industry or other industries that offer experiences as well?
For really, that's where the design part comes in. How's it Instagrammable? How's it shareable? Is it something na pwedeng pagpilahan ng mga bata? So we really focus more on just the product. Kasi for us, products, they change eh. Parang themes lang yan eh. Kumbaga in a laptop, magkakaroon ng bagong model. Same with us, but we focus on the experience. So ngayon, there might be a donut room. Pero eventually, pwede yan maging halo-halo room eventually. So it's all about sprucing it up every chance you get.
So you can collab with other brands.
Yes.
So again, mixed strategies ulit. Kumbaga, I think we're in a time na parang the usual things that work isn't as perfect anymore. Right now, sinasabi sa amin back in the day, huwag kayo magpa-partner ng mga kaibigan, mag-aaway-away kayo. Pero we seem to have to be able to do it. Like, she's my wife na now. Ang partners namin are our best friends. And yet, it's working.
It worked.
I think it's because of the internet. Kumbaga, there's so many different factors. Pero we're at a time na you really have to start exploring, experimenting, and be bold in those moves.
Yeah, but considering what you mentioned, Nico, that is also tough. Kasi, di ba, there are even seminars, conferences, and a lot of topics talking about management of family-owned businesses, di ba? Parang sabi nila, okay, you have this. Di ba, parang kailangan maayos mo talaga yung protocol niyan, di ba? And there's a science to it as well, di ba? You cannot just assign someone, blah, 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 and then when you hire, di ba? So, sa inyo, maybe I'll ask Regine, ano yung success factor na yon na kahit na family business siya, ano yung secrets of success na ng family business na to?
Kasi kami, kami, individuals with different set of skills. So, iba-iba yung talent namin. Parang so, kunwari, pag ako finance, so ako yung bala doon, tas siya, ganyan. So, parang hindi kami nagsasawsawan sa mga,
Yun.
kasi usually doon kayo
Right.
magagalit pag
That's right.
marami nagmamagaling.
Oo.
Ito kasi,
Ini-encroach na niya yung hindi
Yeah.
naman niya line of expertise.
ito parang nire-respect namin yung work skills, yung ano ng bawat isa.
What's your take on that, sir?
Ako, I agree. It's about the vibe of the people you're gonna be with. Are we all, kumbaga, united front ba tayo na ang goal natin is to create fun, explosive experiences? Because believe it or not, me and Reg, we came from the banking industry. We learned
sige.
a lot of, kumbaga, mga corporate
Yes.
protocols there na
Yes.
na-apply rin namin in entrepreneurship.
Tama.
So it's really that mix na parang we also accepted that na hindi tayo mga normal people dito. We're slightly abnormal. Kumbaga, na
Not
parang
slightly, I think.
we
Crazy
gotta
talaga.
be crazy. Kumbaga.
With Open for Business, it's a show also for MSMEs, for new ideas, for startups. So, now that there's a lot of startups, even students, di ba, who want to embark in business, ano yung mga tips din ninyo on starting it? Halimbawa, maybe you can also consider financing, mga ganyan. So ano ba yung mga tips pagdating sa financing or ideas na para yung mga millennials makapagsimula rin? Or yung iba naman, after pandemic, talagang wala na, parang nawala na ng pag-asa, di ba? Nung nawala na ng pag-asa because, di ba, parang nung una nga, parang everybody wants to go into the malls. Pero kung sino yung nasa mall, yun ang nawalan, di ba? And then everybody now who were outside the mall, those were the ones who really picked up, like logistics, mga, you know, the different brands, yung hail riding, mga ganyan, di ba? So, sa inyo, ano yung may share ninyo sa mga small businesses, MSMEs, on maybe is the experience economy or experience offerings that like you have a way for them to grow as well?
I think so, yes. For me, if you want to venture into the experience economy, make sure na, una, ano ba yung offer mo na services, dapat talaga unique. So, kasi madami na saturated na yung market So, you have to be unique. Tapos, you have to have the patience for it. Kasi, sometimes feeling mo sobrang cool nung idea mo, tapos hindi naman pala, ikaw lang natuwa sa idea mo. So, you have to be
So,
patient.
nagma-market test ka din. Like, kunyari,
Yes.
parang dapat hindi lang kayo natutuwa.
Yeah.
Di ba?
I mean, pitatanong din namin, natutuwa ba kayo? Ganyan. Kasi sometimes baka kami lang yung nag-enjoy. So, dapat patient ka. So, pag sinabi sa'yo na hindi siya okay, parang you have to be open. Tapos, syempre, kailangan may budget ka pa para ulit-ulit mo magawa ng ma-perfect yung product mo until okay siya. Parang, that's for me.
Ako, for me naman siguro, just be bold with the ideas. Everyone just wants that piece of excitement And of course, connect it to yourself rin kasi that is a product na papalakihin mo ng matagalan So make sure you're able to relate to it. Na parang it represents a bit of you also. Para gaganahan ka palagi. Kasi yun usually yung mangyayari, parang ay, tinatamad na ako gawin. So we always find a way to keep it exciting. And just yun nga, be bold and get the people who will support that boldness. Yun talaga, when we started, there were a lot of naysayers rin na parang, ay parang imposible yan. Ilalagay nyo sa water. Yung mga ganong mga stuff, diba? Pero you just have to be persistent talaga and find the people who would believe in it. Sometimes, parang you just need that one person and that idea or that business will already flourish. Someone to support you lang. So always find the right people.
Get to this, something very personal now. I'll ask you, Regine, because we seldom guest a husband and wife team here in Open for Business. But in your case, how do you describe NIKKO? What are his qualities that makes you a better CFO? How do you describe him as an entrepreneur?
Well, he's a very good speaker. So, number one. So, siya yung, sa amin kasi, siya yung nagpi-PR. Tapos, so, sa galing niya magsalita, parang, all of a sudden, meron na kaming sponsors, meron na kaming suppliers, or may mga, investors.
Siya yung, marketing expert, siya yung marketing guru.
So, parang, yung, like I said, parang yung ako, focus ako dito sa finance, siya. So, nagagawa niya to without me having to, gawin mo to.
His, works.
So kusa siyang dumadating. So, it's enjoyable.
What about you, Nico? What is it? What are the qualities of Regine that makes you a better CEO?
Nababatukan ako palagi. Just joking. Pero di ba ang sabi nga nila, who's better yet to hold your finances but your wife?
Correct.
Ako, I believe that wholeheartedly as our CFO. So, kumbaga napipigilan niya rin, minsan I go a bit wild with the ideas. Her being as my wife, sanay na yan. Parang, sumusobra ka na. Yes. Na parang, we have to think. Yes.
Very pragmatic.
And that's what's very good with Regine. She's very strict when it comes to our spending, na parang, magagawa natin yan ngayon, pero wala na tayo in 3 months. So, she really brings us back to reality, na parang, ito yung strategy.
Hindi lang sa reality, lupa.
Sa lupa. So, for me, that challenges me rin na parang, okay, I need to find a way paano mapupull off to with her support. And at the same time, nasi-spread namin yung parang, for us being husband and wife, nasi-spread namin yung culture yun to our partners and to our employees. So I guess natutuwa naman sila on that end. And that makes me a better husband as well. Bantay sarado tayo.
This is very inspiring because during the pandemic, a lot of families relied on their own. Diba? Parang no one to talk to, no one to collaborate with, but they relied on their own support system. And in business, that kind of support system is very critical. Without the very solid support system of your network, you will fail. And I think that you are giving a very ideal situation and as role models of young entrepreneurs.
Our second Gutopia, currently the largest one, it's going to be in SM Fairview. By now, it's already open. So you can expect a lot of new games, not just from Gutopia 1, pero really strove na magkaroon ng mga unique experiences even in this second Gutopia. So I hope everyone will get to follow, people of the North especially, mga taga QC. You don't have to go all the way to MOA na to experience Gutopia.
Please come. So we just opened our new Gutopias. So please support it. Like the way you supported the first one.
That is perfect. And also I'd like to thank, of course, Regine and NIKKO for also supporting Monday first screening, the first film produced by Net25 Films. This is a kind of experience of senior citizens, and this is going to be fun, and we hope that this will be also seen in different theaters. We'll do block screenings and road shows, not only here in the Philippines, but in parts of the world. Open for Business will be back. Stay with us. Wow, that was fun.
Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Dinala mo na sa harap ko si Doyon. Tapos si Seon. Kilala mo na siguro kung sinong susunod. Sigurado ako, hindi ako mapapatawad ni Lee Jae-jun sa nagawa ko kay Dory.
May ipit si Jiangmi sa gitna ng puot at paghihiganti.
Kung matatalo ang Bella Project, kay Seon at dahil ayaw mo ibigay ang kailangan ko, malalagot ako. At kung mangyari yun, damay ka. Ang pera't buhay mo sa akin lang lahat.
Wala na ba siyang matatakbuhan?
Nakapagdesisyon ka na ba? Paano mo ba ako tatapusin?
Mysterious Personal Shopper, Monday to Friday, dito sa Net25.
Mag-uulat sa bayan si Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Alamin ang mga ilalahad na pulisiya, isusulong na panukala at plano sa ikalawang taon ng Marcos Administration. Second State of the Nation Address. Mapapanood sa Net25 at mapapakinggan sa Radyo Agila DZEZ 1062 kHz maging sa aming provincial stations. Abangan din ang aming online update sa net25.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at YouTube. Second State of the Nation Address, a Net25 special coverage.
Welcome back to Open for Business. Here are the trending business news around the world. AI and big tech can help make early warning systems more effective. Big tech companies, as well as the power of artificial intelligence or AI, have a huge potential to be leveraged in effectively rolling out early warnings for all, as determined from the recent World Meteorological Congress. The World Meteorological Organization, or WMO, is heading an initiative to ensure that every person is protected by early warning systems within the next 5 years. 2 special dialogues were held during the Congress dedicated to mapping the strengths and potential contribution from the private sector to address the capacity gaps in early warning systems, especially for least developed countries and small developing island states. WMO Secretary General Professor Petteri Taalas confirmed that a growing number of big IT companies are interested in contributing to early warnings for all. He added that the challenge of natural and man-made disasters and anthropogenic climate change and water resource impacts need to be tackled as a joint initiative between the public and private sectors. Fight continues on for intellectual property rights. Anti-counterfeiting and anti-piracy continues to find ally with the Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines, or IPO-PHL, as it continues its campaigns across LGUs and the academe. The Anti-Counterfeiting and Anti-Piracy Policy, or ACAPP campaigns, seek to deepen IP rights awareness. Since 2019, the Philippines has been excluded in the European Commission's IP watch list, which makes the country attractive to foreign investors, according to the IPO-PHL. IPO-PHL Director General Roel Barba said that its whole-of-nation approach to IP enforcement does not only empower the economic landscape, but translates to a prosperous and lasting relationship with critical trade partners such as the EU. And that's our news roundup. I am Randy Bernardino for Open for Business.
We're in the sky! Kaya lumilipad na naman tayo. Sino ba itong uupo ngayon sa ating iconic chairs?
Finally, nag-guess na rin ako dito. Just canceled everything for you.
Talaga, ay naku, nakakatuwa naman. Medyo kakaiba ang ating papasukin ngayong araw. The Goodwill Resort with the Goodwill Cast. Woo! Tinur niya tayo sa kanyang bagong buhay.
Mundo.
Tamang-tama, pinag-uusapan sila ng lahat ngayon. Tingnan ka! Ayan na. Ayan na. Alam mo talaga siya, no? Yes! Tatlong buwan! Kinasal ka na! Yes! Ngayon natin malalaman ang totoo. So now, let's spill the coffee.
Spill the coffee.
Yes. And we're here at Net25. Ito ang tahanan ng Corina Interviews.
Ako po ang katuwang ninyo para mas maunawaan ang usaping ito. Pag-usapan natin Itbulaga. Dumating din si Mr. Tobiera, si Tony Tobiera. At doon, inisip niya na i-offer sa amin ang isang noontime program.
So, in short, natanggap namin si Tobiera. Nagkaroon na ng show. May Itbulaga na.
Matagal lang sinasabi na ginagawa dapat ng DPWH yan. Nabawasan na ba ang kalidad ng mga programa at pelikulang gawa ng Pinoy? Sa tingin mo ba, mas okay bang negosyo na lang kaysa mamasukan? Check tayo dyan. Check tayo dyan. Check tayo dyan. Mag-reality check tayo.
Hoy, congrats to.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bago mong show, bago mong bahay, Net25, the best.
Aba, siyempre, hindi ako pwedeng humiwalay sa inyo. dami ng problema, parang ang hirap ng huminga, di ba? Minsan pakiramdam mo, hopeless na. Kaya dapat ihayag ang saloobin, himayin ang hinaing, alamin ang pwedeng gawin. Mag-reality check tayo.
Open for Business is at the helm. Ease of doing business. According to President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., digitalization is no longer a mere option but already a mandatory requirement in the rendition of government services. But in achieving this, he is making sure that the government is not imposing undue burdens on the shoulders of fellow servants. During the 5th anniversary celebration of the Anti-Red Tape Authority, part of Marcos's message was about making sure that the ease of doing business law is not something that stakeholders should be worried about. Back in April, the President approved the creation of a single operating system for all government transactions to ensure that doing business in the country will be made faster and more convenient. The Department of Information and Communications Technology and the Anti-Red Tape Authority are now mapping the processes of various other agencies so they can integrate it into a single system. According to a report by the Philippine Information Agency, the President also directed the DICT and ARTA to assist the LGUs in adopting the business permits and licensing systems in all cities and municipalities or BPLS system. The government is also counting the e-boss as a success. The system has allowed business registrations to be simpler and more convenient. As more LGUs and business owners try to comply with these changes, the government needs to extend its hand and exert more effort in ensuring that goals are being met. Katwiran ng Pangulo ang pagpapaikli ng mga pila, pagbawas sa mga hakbang at pagpapadali ng mga proseso ay tumitiyak na maaabot ng mga Pilipino ang kanilang mithiin.
Sa Hulyo 24, mag-uulat sa bayan si Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Alamin ang mga ilalahad na pulisiya, isusulong na panukala at plano sa ikalawang taon ng Marcos administration. Second, State of the Nation Address. Mapapanood sa Net25 at mapapakinggan sa Radyo Agila DZEZ 1062 kHz maging sa aming provincial stations. Abangan din ang aming online update sa net25.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at YouTube. Second State of the Nation Address, a Net25 special coverage.
Abangan sa Counterpoint.
Kailangan kasi ma-deliver mo muna yung fact sa mga tao unless your opinion is needed.
Model at beauty queen. Sa dami ng kanyang ginagampanan, sino nga ba si Emma Tiglao?
Muntik na ako mag-stop ng college. Meron pang time, Attorney Sal, dapat magsa-stop muna for one sem. So what I did is nangutang ako.
Nabayaran
kasi,
mo ba?
Nabayaran, Attorney Sal, kasi yun yung pinanalunan ko for Mutya ng Pilipinas.
Ngayong Miyerkules alas 10:30 ng gabi, dito lang sa Net25. Ito bang arbitral ruling na iginawad pabor sa Pilipinas? Never na i-implement. Kaya yung tagumpay natin, hungkag, hindi ho totoong tagumpay.
Yun ang magiging pinakamalaking contract ng agency natin.
Seryoso ka ba dyan? Lalaki ang pangalan natin.
Tuloy-tuloy na ang success ng company nila Chan. Pero may problema yata.
Gumawa siya ng signature perfume sa brand namin. Tapos nalaman naming binibenta niyang perfume sa ibang company nang hindi namin alam.
Ano na naman ang binabalak mo, Fabri?
I'm ready. Di niya alam na partner natin si Fabri.
Oo, at pag nalaman niya to, pwedeng hindi na niya ituloy ang partnership natin sa kanya.
Kaya ba ni Chan magawan ito ng paraan?
Sorry, pero ang shares ko walang katumbas na halaga.
Hala, nadagdagan pa ata ang problema. Daydreamer, Monday to Friday, 7:30 p.m. Dito lang sa Net 25.
And our buzzword of the week is experience economy. It describes the new environment of customer focus where experiences are a fourth economic offering. That's from Ben Walmsley, Key Issues in the Arts and Entertainment Industry of Oxford. Now, more than ever, it has become essential to recognize the power and potential of the experience economy. By embracing this paradigm, we can unlock endless possibilities for innovation, differentiation, and customer satisfaction. Whether you're an entrepreneur aiming to elevate your offerings or an individual seeking extraordinary experiences, the experience economy lets you step into a realm where memories are cherished and life is enriched. Seeing the success of the Nextperience Group as example, the experience economy has definitely revolutionized the way we do business. In addition to goods, services, and commodities offerings, we now find that restaurants no longer just serve meals. They become exhibitions where diners are immersed in a multi-sensory culinary experiences. Retail stores up the ante as shoppers engage with products differently, especially with personalized services. Even the internet has a lot to offer in terms of experiences via interactive games. Businesses are realizing that people also value the intangible, the emotional connections, and the stories they can share with others, especially through social media. They seek out experiences that are authentic, transformative, and tailored to their individual needs. And with that, our quote for this week is, commodities are fungible, goods tangible, services intangible, and experiences memorable. That's from Joseph Pine II and James Gilmer of the Harvard Business Review. Thank you very much, NIKKO and REGINE. Maraming salamat sa isang oras na pagsama ninyo sa amin upang tunghayan ang isang makabuluhang usapan ukol sa negosyo dito lang sa Open for Business. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan nyo kaming muli dito sa Open for Business. Catch us too on Facebook, YouTube. Like and subscribe on our social media page at Net25TV. We will bring you more insights from industry experts, thought leaders, CEOs, and featured SMEs. Together, let us help encourage business development in the Philippines, sharpen your business acumen, feel the pulse, and set the trend for as long as you are informed and open for business. Ito po si Cesar Vallejos. Marami pong salamat.